Well, you thought I was kidding. I was not kidding.
No,
we
you
are
weren't.
here in the studio with Michael W. Smith. Michael, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
It's been too long since
long.
I've been back, but great to be back.
And it's different because you're like the first musical.
You're the first
Artist
musical guest
on our-
we've had.
Yes.
No
Really?
pressure.
No pressure. No
And by
pressure.
the way, that song was very catchy.
That's a good
That
song.
was very. That's the new album, Sovereign, right?
Yes.
And what's that song called?
It's called You Won't Let Go.
You Won't Let Go. That was very catchy.
All right.
Is that intentional?
Yes.
Huh? Yeah.
It's called a
Very
hook.
catchy. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they-
yeah. No, that was very, very good. Very good. I think we both feel that you're ready to go professional. How long have you been in this business? If I'm not mistaken, you were a roadie for Chubby Checker. Is that right? Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's not true.
No.
Okay. Foghat.
I started writing songs.
Foghat?
I moved to Nashville in '78, and I started writing songs, and I started writing for Amy in 1982.
Okay.
And then my first record came out in February of '83. So this is my 31st year. And Sovereign is record number 26. Yeah.
Now, we also know that you have a charity called Rocket Town.
Yes.
And it has to do with kids.
Yes.
What exactly do you do with Rocket Town?
And why is it called Rocket Town?
And why Rocket Town?
Well, Rocket Town is a song on my Big Picture record that came out in 1986. And you just have to hear the song, but whatever. Long story short, when I'd had this dream to create a space for kids to meet their needs socially, get them off the street. All these kids were cruising in my hometown, and there was all kinds of trouble, people getting drunk. And
It's in West Virginia, where you grew up.
Well, this is actually in Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh.
Tennessee.
Yeah, and so I had this whole wild idea to start this place, but more importantly, we could be a light, be a beacon of light, sort of in that neighborhood, and lead kids to Christ, but lead them by example and by the way we live our lives. But we were after that at-risk kid.
So it's a faith-based.
Faith-based kid. It's not
situation.
called a Christian club.
Yeah.
But we're in downtown Nashville, and it's 45,000 square feet. It's an indoor skate park, indoor coffee bar, big music venue. It seats 1,500 people, art studio, drama studio. And it's packed, and it's doing extremely well. We're just having great success.
And how do the kids find out about this program? Is it across the nation, or is it
It's
just
not.
in
It needs
Tennessee?
to be.
It needs to be?
I mean, I get a
It
call.
needs to be?
Well, I get a call. We get a call at Rocket Town once a week. When will you open up a Rocket Town in Denver? Will you open up Rocket Town in Seattle or Detroit? And we have a lot of visitors from cities that come and see our model and see what we do. I don't run it from day to day. Everybody thinks it's my club. It's not.
You're not cooking the eggs?
No, not cooking the eggs.
What's the website?
It's my dream.
What's the website?
It's Rocket Town. I think it's just rockettown.com or rockettownofmiddletennessee.com.
Of MiddleTennessee.com.
Yeah, but you'll find it. If you Google Rocket Town, you'll find it in Nashville.
Okay, now, what is next for you? I know there's more music, but I mean, would you give us a hint of
What can we expect?
What might be
Yeah.
next in terms of albums? Are you going to do, like, a duet with Tony Bennett, for example?
That
What do
would
you-
be awesome.
What do you have
Wow,
going on?
that's-
Yeah.
I like
Well, I mean, I might set a record this year. I released a hymns record for a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
There's 626 stores. I did a hymns record this year. First time ever. I grew up in the church, singing hymns my whole life, and I've always wanted to do one. So I did it exclusively with Cracker Barrel. So that came out, it's doing really well. And then Sovereign comes out May 13th. And then there might be another Christmas album, which would be Christmas album number 4 for me.
Okay, you've got 5 kids.
Yes,
You've
5
got-
children, and I just had my 10th grandchild on Friday night.
Wow.
They were, and have been, the most important thing in my life,
Yeah.
other than my faith.
Yeah.
We always Deb and I made the 2-week rule that I'd never be gone for more than 2 weeks.
Right.
Even when I was traveling around the world, which I just did a world tour last year, I was literally everywhere, and I was never gone for more than 14 days.
Really?
So, and that's a little different because
Wow.
they're all grown up and they're all married.
Deb's not giving you any leeway on the 14 days.
Maybe
like
a little
16
now,
and
maybe
the marriage is
maybe-
over? What's the story?
Well, speaking
Right.
about
Maybe a
you
little
traveling
so.
the
Yes,
world,
this is-
Yes.
and when you are working on your new album, we need to know about
Yeah, tell
how
us
do you
about it. Tell us about
create
it.
Sovereign? How is Sovereign
Well,
put
you know what?
together?
I did something really different on this record. I switched record labels. I went with a label called Capitol Records.
We've never heard of it. Go ahead.
but they're pretty large.
Yeah. They've got their own
and I
building.
just said we got to do this together. And because I get a lot of people who say yes to me. Maybe I've been doing it for a long time. Oh yeah, whatever you say. And when I don't want any of that. I mean, I want let's do this and let's try to really raise the bar. If we're going to make a really great record, let's raise the bar, and we have to do it all together. So I did something I'd never done before. It took a lot of faith to do it, but I worked with a bunch of kids.
What does that mean,
Like
kids?
kids like in their 20s and their in early 30s that were producing and writing songs with kids.
Yeah?
you know, and co-writing with kids.
Okay.
You know, and that was a risk for me, you know, and so, but it paid off. We went through 120 songs, and we got 12.
Wow.
And it took that many to sort of.
120 songs.
Well, we started with this song called Miracle, and we thought, guys, everything has to sort of hit that mark.